Last week wasn't overly busy for capital workers and employees as the provincial government of Misamis Oriental reported for regular work for 3.5 days only that started on Tuesday afternoon. November 3, 2020 Tuesday could have been the 30th virtual flag raising, but the provincial IATF chairman Dr. Jerry Kalingasan ordered the temporary closing down of the Capitol main building in the entire morning to give way for effective contact tracing and disinfection as a result of an employee who tested positive for COVID-19. Employees from the main building were then told to report for work at 1 p.m. on that same day. It was also on Tuesday that the contact tracing team under the Provincial Health Office and Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office undertook risk assessment. 25 primary contacts considered as high risk and 17 employees believed to be primary and secondary contacts considered as low risk underwent swab test. This is to ensure that none of them was infected with the virus. Additionally, on Tuesday, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental and the chairman of the Mindanao Development Authority entered into a Memorandum of Agreement or MOA for the digitalization of agri-fisheries and socio-economic information of the province and sharing of technical expertise for its development and operationalization. This collaboration will streamline the data exchange between the PagroLink and Minda Tienda initiatives to support planning and implementation of strategic projects and programs of the province. When completed, Misamis Oriental will be the first Mindanao province to have an accurate database for its farmers, fishermen, production areas, geomaps, and market information. The Misamis Oriental model is expected to be replicated in all the other provinces in Mindanao as Minda prepares the digitalization of the whole region. Governor Emano described the program as the final step to the agricultural and fisheries modernization of the province. Moreover, on Tuesday until the 6th, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan board members headed by the Committee on Finance, Appropriations and Budget Chairman Board Member Wayne Militante preceded the budget deliberation for all departments for the year 2021 at the PP Hall Provincial Training Center. The Provincial Treasurer's Office was first to be scheduled as Acting Provincial Treasurer Ronald Vilon presented the income and tax collections of the province and presented the office's proposed budget for 2021. On Wednesday, the following offices, along with their heads, were also scheduled for budget deliberation and presented their respective budget proposals. Provincial Accountant's Office, headed by Acting Provincial Accountant Marilu Rivera, Provincial Budget Office, headed by OIC Mr. Clint Yanez, Provincial Assessor's Office, headed by Provincial Assessor Engineer Marilyn Piligaspi, Provincial Planning and Development Office, headed by PPDO Officer Mr. Stanley Oriarte, Provincial Governor's Office, including Governor's Legislative Liaison Office, the BAC, and Public Employment Services Office, headed by Ms. Zorobabel Waberabe. Thursday, the following offices presented their budget plans for deliberation: the RTC Medina, DILG Province, the Register of Deeds, and the Office of the Provincial Auditor. And lastly, on Friday, the last batch of office to have been deliberated for their budget last week were the Provincial Health Office represented by Provincial Health Officer Dr. Jerry Kalingasan and the 8th MOPH as headed by the respective Chief of Hospitals. On Wednesday, November 4, 2020, families and individuals from Purok 9 Poblacion Initaw who were being required to stay at home to heed localized lockdown imposed by the LGU received food packs from the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. The Food Committee under Junleymar Abella, assisted by PDRRMO, distributed on Wednesday a total of 200 food packs personally received by Kagawad Victoria Galariosa of the municipality of Initaw. The said food packs shall be equally handed out to residents placed on isolation until such time the residents are required to observe a strict stay-at-home order by the LGU and the provincial IATF. on Thursday, November 5, 2020. As the esteemed guest of honor and speaker, Gov.Bambi Emano took part in the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency or PDEA Regional Office 10 quarterly awards for the third quarter of 2020 held at Misamis Oriental Integrated Sports Complex. Alongside its regional director Emerson Rosales, PDEA holds the quarterly event to recognize agents, units, and provincial offices who have showed excellent performance in the conduct of their duties and responsibilities. In the event, PDEA Regional Director Emerson Rosales gave his message of gratitude to Gov.Bambi Emano for his relentless support to the agency, leading to its success in curbing the use and trade of illegal drugs in Misamis Oriental. Also on Thursday, the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office recently turned over one multi-cab, otherwise known as the Bambi Cab, to Barangay San Luis, Hingoog City. Barangay Captain Nino Stephen Quinto received the vehicle and extended his sincere gratitude to the current administration, especially to Gov.Bambi Emano for the quick response of the request vehicle despite the pandemic. As such, the said vehicle will be used for emergency and disaster purposes for immediate response in the said city. Furthermore, on Thursday, the Provincial Engineering Office officially announced the completion of the 26-bed capacity quarantine isolation healthcare facility in Alubihid, Misamis Oriental. The turnover ceremony started with a blessing of the facility located beside the OWA Alubihid facility, attended by the governor himself, Gov.Bambi Emano, and some public and elected officials of this province. The design, amounting to 52,990,924.49, has a floor area of 1,123.41 square meters, is part of the comprehensive healthcare plan of the province. The fund for the said project was taken from the Bayanihan Hill as One Act. The state-of-the-art facility has complete mechanical, electrical, electronics, and communication, treatment plan, water system, water tank, and provision of fixtures. Rooms are also air-conditioned with purifier, with comfort room, hygiene kit, and CCTV camera for patient monitoring. Gov.Bambi Emano never failed to thank the people behind this success, especially the majority bloc of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, for always supporting him with his dreams and visions for the people of Misamis Oriental. He also thanked Dr. Jerry Kalingasan as the head of the Provincial Task Force for always being one step ahead in curbing the spread of the virus. Friday, November 6, 2020, the Provincial Cooperative Office, under its active head Alberto Boboy Akain, is continuously conducting monitoring and evaluation to all cooperatives in Misamis Oriental who had previously received aid from the provincial government. This initiative aims to ensure that the businesses of New Pahindong Farmers and Fishermen Cooperative in Medina, Misamis Oriental, Tagbukbok Rural Improvement Club in Tagbukbok, Talisayan, and Poblacion Consumers Cooperative in Poblacion Sugbong-Cogon, Misamis Oriental are gradually growing and flourishing throughout the year. In fact, on November 4, the team also conducted an on-site visit and monitoring of cooperatives in Hingoog City and Claveria, particularly verifying improvements of Minalwang Women's Association, Balason Rice Producer Cooperative, Tagpaco Free Farmers MPC, and Blazones Grower in Action Producers Cooperative. Despite the pandemic, cooperatives in Misamis Oriental are finding better ways on how to help their members and the economy as well. With most of Luzon and Visayas under general community quarantine and moving around is made easier, Misamis Oriental is consistently accepting returning overseas Filipinos and locally stranded individuals. In fact, since May 2020, 8,758 Misamisnans have been ushered by the Travel and Arrival Committee with the help of the Public Provincial Employment Services Office or PESO. And from October 31 to November 6 this year, 106 ROFs and 161 LSIs were welcomed by the province, while some 50 individuals were housed at nearby Marian Suites. Also on Saturday, November 7, 2020, another Bambi cab was handed over to Barangay Poblacion 1, Villanueva, Misamis Oriental. On behalf of the governor, 3 members of the majority bloc from the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, represented by Board Member Dexter Yasay, Board Member Boboy Sabal, and Board Member Saysay Emano, personally turned over the said unit to the designated barangay officials. Along with all the accolades, the province now bears this burden of leadership, the duty to keep pressing ahead. We have leapfrogged other provinces because we are certainly, irrefutably different. Until it became real, I never imagined that for 8 fulfilling years, Gov.Bambi Emano would be given the chance to help Misamis Oriental different and stand out from the rest. Jinky Receipt, PIO.